NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards. It's down to the 42.
He was brought down by Von Bell. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 42-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 12. Love fires that quickly outside and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. A gain of 8 and a first down. Love from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On play action, they'll throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Bears push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Packers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fighting through. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Nothing.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And no room for error here as his first rush comes and they block it. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great.
And that's truly the way to change field position, isn't it? Block the punt and then take over inside the 5-yard line. What a tremendous job by them. You change momentum, you change field position, and give yourself a chance to score.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
And what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Play fake. Here's Love. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4.
Going back to Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled it.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Love with it. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bears take over.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts
A big loss
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Love. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, here's Breida. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Love now to pass on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Room here to run. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a first down past the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero. So
they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56, Mike 56. Watch the run.
Now Love. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Intended for number 14.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
To throw again. Love. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10.
Makes the score Bears 31, Packers 10. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago. The kicker on for the extra
His
point.
first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Again, it's Love. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Mike, 56. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Mike, 50.
To the air again, Love. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Love sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Marshawn Lattimore.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 19-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
The Bears first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. It's got to be.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
The 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down right at the
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
line.
Going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.